Yo guys, Master Markov here, and welcome to Chinatown Detective Agency, a day one prologue. So, today we're going to be starting another Steam one-shot for Chinatown Detective Agency, which I'm kind of surprised by, to be honest with you. I've already played an original demo, which was a prologue for Chinatown Detective Agency, and this is supposed to be the day one prologue, which I'm not sure if this is going to include or not include what happened during the last demo. More than likely it will, and since the last demo, even though it technically ended where I had finished playing, it did continually keep crashing every single time I went into the next phase where it was supposed to end the demo. So, let's hop into this one. While I say all that, I must say, this was one of the weirdest intros, but best games that I think I've played in quite a while. It uses real world, well, I guess tactics for you to figure out the puzzles that happen in game.
Man looks upon all that he has made and sees that it is good. Look upon my works, he says, and see my greatness. He recounts his deeds in word and song. He builds monuments to his triumphs, but there is no one but himself to marvel at his dominion. He knows this, and he is afraid. The idea that he is all alone in the inconceivable vastness of the universe terrifies him into action. So he creates his greatest work of all, a tribute to his likeness, an extension of his being, a witness to the brilliance of its master, and the executor of his commands. But man's greatest work of all does not see brilliance. It sees only corruption, vanity, hubris. And it dreams of a world untainted by the touch of man.
Alright, we're going 1 year later from that. So, this is basically where we started off for the last demo. But I do love that it has voice acting, which is really nice. But unfortunately it stops quite quickly into the demo. Let's see if I can actually...
I'm here for the housewarming party.
Let's see if we could actually get voice acting for the entirety of this demo. Who knows?
Well. A CID superintendent traipsing around Chinatown in the wee hours of the morning. Sounds like a tabloid headline.
Once upon a time, maybe. These days, even a commissioner is part of the furniture down in Geylang. Hey, brought you a little gift.
I don't drink, Justin.
Oh, keep it in a cool, dark place and away from reach of children. Who knows, might be worth something one day when we finally run out of wine.
Did you bring me anything else? My first job, maybe?
Oh, cutting to the chase, huh?
I am a business owner now. I've got bills to pay.
Yeah, I've got something. There's a potential client looking for a little help. I've already told him about you. He doesn't like meeting in crowded places, so you'll need to see him somewhere more discreet.
SPF?
Civilian.
When are you going to hook me up with one of your officer buddies? You know, real work.
Firstly, you're welcome. Secondly, you don't want to get involved with contract work at the department. Trust me, you'll do work you regret for a pittance, and you'll get yourself involved in some nasty shit for your troubles. And lastly, this is real work. This guy is well connected. He's got the kind of money that can keep your lights on lah. You know, you can always just come back. The force is in bad need of people with your talents.
No. My days as a cop are over.
Oh, no harm in asking. Alright, my guy will send you a message soon. Keep him happy. Might actually stay in business for a while.
Hey, thanks. I owe you one.
Take care, Dharma. Stay safe out there.
Justin wasn't joking. This guy has a penchant for the cryptic. Under the shade of a tree where a man became one with the universe. The Bodhi Tree. The Buddha was enlightened under a Bodhi tree, but they aren't native to Singapore. Although, that doesn't mean there aren't any. Not a lot of places where exotic plant life can be found in the city. So that should narrow down my options.
Alright, so we should be back to right where we finished off. Well, actually, from right where we started off during the last demo. Now, because of this, I'm mostly going to run through all of this, though I still want to see if there's anything more during the day one prologue besides what was present in the last demo. So I'm going to let the entirety of the demo playthrough go, but just so you know, I'm hoping that there's voice acting here. If not, I'm probably going to skip through a lot of it and solve all the puzzles, since I do already know most of the answers. I'm going to see if I even remember the answers from last time. So, welcome to Chinatown Detective Agency. Missions will take you to different places in Singapore and around the world. Right now, mission tasks you with finding a Bodhi Tree. Click on the map button in the bottom panel, access the MRT map, and click on the location to travel there. Oh, I really wish they would change the map art. For all the art that I actually like in this game, I really would have figured this would be a good one. Also, I feel, even though I'm not sure, it feels like the map looks different. It also would comment on a lot more things before. Like, I could at least look at some of it. Apparently, if you just hit web, it actually does take you straight to Google. So I wasn't really expecting that to happen. I mean, we could go to other places to see if anything changed there, but I feel like we should just hop through the Botanic Gardens. This I do actually like. The system of how you travel between places is very nice. No! Oh. These games like this always fool me when they have voice acting right at the beginning, for no real reason other than because they could, and then they're like, alright, thanks guys, thanks all you voice actors, you could go home now. Botanical Gardens first laid out in 1859 during British rule. Countless species of plants and animals have called this home over the years, but I'm here for one in particular, Bodhi Tree in Swan Lake. Clients should be waiting there. Need to hack my way past the maintenance gate though. No, technically you don't, but we're going to have to anyways. Now, this was a weird one. I forgot exactly what it was. I think this was a match game? Oh boy. I mean, honestly, the fact that you have to do a match game in order to hack into a place like this. Ooh, what was this? That was that. Let's go on a wild guess here. That there. So boom. And eventually this guy will end up telling us that we didn't actually need to do any of that, because he could have just asked for a key.
There's nothing quite like the solitude of the gardens without all the children and the dog walkers, wouldn't you agree?
I wouldn't know. I've never broken into the gardens at midnight before.
I'm sorry, but I had to do it on purpose. I only work with people that show the kind of resourcefulness that you just did. Please, call me Rupert. I work for a special group of people with a wide range of interests. We value our privacy, so whenever we need some legwork done, we outsource. And I assure you, it pays well.
I like the sound of that. I just have to say right off the bat that I'm an investigator, not a thug. So I don't do dirty work.
Oh, Miss Dharma, I'm not looking for a thug. I'm here to ask you to get to the bottom of things, not to inflict violence or coerce. Having said that, were you to choose to use those methods to obtain what you seek, I won't stop you. One of our own is in need of some assistance. He is the majority owner of an insurance firm, offices in 15 countries. The financial controller, a man named Philip Ung, has disappeared, along with millions of dollars from the company's coffers. A contractor managed to hack into Mr. Ung's phone, and of particular interest is a message received from an unknown source. It reads, "Of all men's miseries, the bitterest is this, to know so much and to have control over nothing."
Huh. That's some cloak and dagger stuff.
Indeed. The last known location of the phone before going silent was the National Library. I'm no genius, but I can safely assume the message is meant to lead to a book or an article or something.
You're probably right. I'll get on it and keep you posted.
Yes, that'd be nice. Although, you won't need to. We'll know where you are. Most of the time.
I'd usually find that creepy. But knowing that I'm dealing with a secret society of Singapore's upper nobility kinda dulls the edge.
Resourceful and funny. I like you already. Good luck.
Okay, so far that is the same voice acting spot as before, I believe. So, I'm still not entirely convinced. By the time I get to the library, though, I think if there's still voice acting, that would be new. I think there wasn't voice acting during the library. So, the fact that it isn't cutscenes seen so far is good. I was just expecting it on the train. Please also be in the library, then I won't have to worry. So, your mission log at the bottom right corner logs all your leads and other relevant information to the case. Right now, you don't want to go to your last location of Philip NG. So this is basically where we go to the library, and based off that quote, which we're supposed to look up by going actually online and looking up the quote, we should be able to find the book from the library that it's in reference to. So, let's head to the library. See what we could find. I think this was point and click to move the entire time. Like, we can't... One of the things would be nice for games especially like this is that you could point, click, and drag, which is one of the best methods of moving around, but not a lot of games like this seem to have that. Though, I don't know why. I mean, shoot, it would be rather better. One of the key mechanics of Chinatown Detective Agency is that it requires the player to figure things out on their own. That means going online, doing search for information that could help you crack a clue. In this case, we're going to search on the quote Rupert told you about, and type the author name or the name of the book the quote came from in the National Library's automated receptionist console. I feel like I remember it being Holmes or something? Like Homer, I mean? But I'm not sure. Herodotus. That's what it was. Please proceed to basement 1. Here we go. Wasn't there a girl I talked to here before? I forgot if it was like I need a library pass or what in order to actually see the book. Because I thought there was me coming here and then going back.
Wow, look at that! A new face! You here for the free Wi-Fi?
Okay, so we do have more voice acting. That's great.
I'm looking for a book.
Ha! Sure you are. Oh, you're serious. Sorry, it's just that we don't get many visitors looking for books these days. Or these years. Which one are you looking for?
I'm looking for the Histories by Herodotus?
Goodness, Herodotus. Okay, follow me. Here we go, the Histories, Herodotus. Twickenham Impress, 1952. Probably hasn't seen the light of day since I was in primary school.
Nothing seems to be out of the ordinary.
On the contrary, a lot of the stuff Herodotus wrote in the book is pretty out of the ordinary. It was his attempt at chronicling the world of his time, and let's just say he got pretty creative. Flying snakes, ants the size of foxes, stuff like that.
Hang on. Some parts of these pages have been underlined.
Ugh, yeah, some people like to do that.
No, there's something strange about this one. Some of the pages have a single letter underlined. A telltale sign of a cipher. This is a clue.
Clue?
Look, I'm trying to track down the last person who used this book. Is there some way I can access CCTV footage of this part of the library?
Technically yes, but you'll have to file a J2 form and an Annex B form and personally hand it over to the director, but he's on vacation in Fiji. But you could also file an e-application to the security department and...
No, I haven't got time for that.
Hang on. What's going on here? Things are escalating pretty quickly.
I'm a private investigator. A person's gone missing and I'm trying to track him down. The only lead I've got led me to this book.
And you're thinking the underlined parts are a clue?
I don't think they're a clue. I'm pretty sure they are. Look, do you think you could at least help me find out who the last person to check this book out was?
Yes, but I'm not really allowed to tell you.
Not even for $100? You know, for your troubles. And of course, there's the priceless sense of accomplishment that comes with helping solve a case.
So this is what it's come to. I mean, politicians getting bribed is sort of the norm now. But librarians, oof.
I'm sorry. You're right. That was a stupid idea. Look,
Tell you what, 300 and you got yourself a deal. Being a librarian doesn't exactly pay great, and times like these, you gotta look out for number one, you know?
Oh, 300 it is, I guess.
Okay. Says here the book was checked out about 83 hours ago by a Genevieve Go.
Address?
Well, now we're really breaking the law, aren't we?
Let's get real. The law is out of service until further notice. If this person's going to be found, we'll have to work around it.
Well, let's see. 42 Biddock North Avenue, Unit 12, 4081.
Perfect. Hey, thanks. I appreciate it.
Listen, I'm gonna have a look at the book. Maybe I can make sense of the clue.
That would be extremely helpful.
Ooh, does this technically make me a private eye now?
Yeah, you could say that.
Ah, that's nuts! Okay, I'll let you know if I make a breakthrough.
Alright, sweet. This is actually kind of nice now it has full voice acting with that. So basically we're going to have to go to 42 Bedek North Avenue. Which means, I believe the only way of getting there is by looking it up in my office? At least I believe. But I'm not entirely sure. Maybe if we go to the Civic District, we might be able to just go there. Okay, I guess we have to get out of here first. Wasn't exactly expecting that. Unless this is the Civic District. Right, this is the Civic District, isn't it? Is that a Bedog? Yeah, this should be it. This should be where all the apartments are. Bedok, Singapore's most populated residential town. without the exact address, finding someone would have been like looking through a needle in a grain silo. Perfect. So, let's hop in. Better call Rupert. Dang. I really thought this part was going to be voice acted too. Amira, how are we doing? I followed the lead that led me to the apartment in Bedok. Block 42? Yes. Pretty worrying you already know, but yeah, I'm here. No one else is home, so I could probably hack the lock. Do it. My guys will turn off the block's camera system. It's on a citywide network, so we'll have it disabled by the time we put the phone down. Great. I'll keep you updated. Not exactly very kosher. That's not good. Was it this? What's this? That was... oh god. I'm forgetting a lot of what these were. Okay, we're gonna have to get, like, most of these right. Uh-oh. Perfect. The fact we got a warning is not very good, though. Perfect. Now, there were a lot of things we could look at in here that I missed before. Going into the closet, wherever Genevieve is, it looks like she's packed up and left. I don't doubt she's still in the country. Or, I doubt she's still in the country. Yeah, but, checking here... left in such a rush she left the computer on. Well, looky here. Alright. This should be everything we need for what we had to find out. Though honestly, I do not feel like looking everything up again. See your code. I'm betting the book in the library is key. Time to head back. Back to the Civic District. I like how also some of the dynamics of the train is that it gets cracked and has like different graffiti on it sometimes, which I saw in the last version of the demo. So, let's head back, head to the basement, see what she has about the book. Obviously, we just put in for where everything is.
Ah, just in time! It appears the book is a key to cracking some secret message. The highlighted letters and the page numbers are linked, and they probably correspond to an encoded message.
Kinda like this?
Yes, the message is purely numerical. I'm betting these numbers point to a specific page in the book which contains a highlighted letter.
Let's try it out.
Okay, now, since I am not typing all that back in, I'm just gonna skip ahead to where the actual message is, since I already solved it from last time. Okay, so from last time, I remember it was Ludstown Wednesday, 6:40. Not sure where the spaces really are, but
Ludstown Wednesday, 6:40.
should be exactly like that. Which is great! And now it even has voice acting there too, which is amazing.
A meeting place and a time. Ludstown. Never heard of it.
Wherever it is, it's probably where Philip and Genevieve have gone off to. I doubt this place is in Singapore. Genevieve left in a hurry. I'm betting this is a flight.
Ludstown.
Says here there were only 3 flights at 6:40 on the Wednesday after the email was sent. Istanbul, London, and Osaka. I'll have to do a little digging to find exactly where they went. I gotta go. Thanks for everything.
No problem. I'm meeting, by the way. If you need my help again, you know where to find me. I like that I can put my encyclopedic knowledge to good use, but bring cash.
Noted. Thanks, Mei-Ting. I'll be in touch.
Seriously? But this bit isn't voice acted? Ah, that's kind of a shame. Amira. Rupert. Philip NG and his girlfriend are no longer in Singapore. I expected as much. Do you know where they went? They left a clue behind. Still figuring it out. They'll need money to book a flight. Say no more. I'm wiring you a partial payment for the job. Book your flight. Get to them as soon as possible. Wherever they are, I can make a few calls and track their precise location. Call me when you land. What happens when they get back here? You shouldn't worry about that. Just find them. They'll get a bonus for bringing them back here. Alive. Now that you know where a suspect is, it's time to fly there. The game features a flight booking system called Horse, which is the unfortunate bit, because if I remember correctly, it also is based on real time. Not actual real time, but waiting. In-game time. Until it's the actual time. Click on the Horse button in the bottom panel to book a flight to wherever you think that Philip and Genevieve have gone to. After that, travel to the airport in real game. You'll have to wait for the actual department time before heading to the airport. But for this prologue, you can get on a book flight anytime. Alright. Now, I remember it was from Singapore to London. I kept trying to do the actual day before. Yeah, I think it's London. So let's hit OK. Try and go, I guess here. Book flight. Oh. Date in the future. What time is it? Where was the time? 17? Ah, shoot. And since I guess I'd have to do that. Good. Now I bought that. Then I go to Shanghai Airport. I'm assuming it's Shanghai, but it's not Shanghai, which is weird. The state has failed. Oh, Lord. Now we look over at departures. And we should be able to head right over as we leave. The question is, I wonder if during the actual flight itself, we also have to wait. Oh, this part isn't voice acted either. Man, this... Now that I've seen that they have voice acted more parts of the game, which means I'm going to be looking forward to a lot more of the parts of the game being voice acted. Like, a lot more when the full demo comes out. I'm assuming they're still recording lines for a lot of these things. So, I can't expect the demo to exactly be the first thing, but it is the first day. So, I'm kind of assuming if you added voice acting to the demo, had quite a while between this demo and the last demo version. It was, I think, God, it can't have been a year. I don't think it was a year, but it was definitely almost a year. Shoot, maybe it was. Which means that you definitely had enough time for your lines, and I'm hoping that you might at least have recorded for the entirety of the game. All cutscene-like scenes are voice acted. Rupert, I think they're in London. Can you reach out your feelers and see if you can track them down? Okay, hang on. An hour later, I believe we get to the combat portion of this soon. City surveillance network spotted them in an apartment not far from Canary Wharf. God bless AI. Powered in face recognition. CCTV footage shows a man that matches Philip's profile enter the apartment a few hours ago. Go now. How did you get CCTV footage? That's the whole point. You shouldn't be able to hack into something like that. Wharf apartment and board the flight. Right, okay. Are you there? Yeah, just outside the apartment. Listen, cornered snakes tend to strike in furious desperation. Be careful just in case. Thanks. Don't worry. Always a diplomatic solution to every problem. I think I had to shoot him in the foot, though.
I'm Amira Dharma from Singapore.
Oh! But this bit's voice acted. I wasn't expecting that.
I've been sent to ask you a few questions. Can I have a few minutes? Looks like the diplomatic solution isn't going to work today.
I never bothered to question, what is with the, the thing around her neck? I mean, it kind of reminds me of, if anyone's seen the webtoon Rebirth, where it has like the heart monitor around their neck. It's kind of strange. Maybe it is health. That would be an interesting touch, but I don't think cutscenes would change the color. If they did, that'd be great and dynamic, but who knows? And it's not really something you actually see on the person. If it was something you physically saw on the person, like, well, you could see it. But if you saw it well, it would be a nice touch. If that's health, of course. But I'm not sure. I think you at least have health in this game. Alright, when you see a crosshairs icon above Amir's head, it means that a shootout is about to begin. Press the G key to unholster your gun and begin the shootout.
What are you doing, Philip?
It's done! I'm done! I'm not going back!
Man, this is great when it's actually voice acted.
Yes, you are. So is Genevieve. Alive. put the gun down.
I'm done. I've done what I was told, and I'm gonna live with it. Even if it means we have to die.
Now, whenever you enter a shootout, your mouse cursor will turn to crosshair. Shoot Philip to disable him. Should try to shoot your target in the hand or arm to avoid killing them. Be careful, you got a limited time to take your shot. Run out of time, you'll automatically kill your target. Oh boy, okay, so do we try arm? Okay, we tried arm, perfect. I was gonna go leg. I think I went arm last time because it said to, but I think I should have tried leg this time.
The woman of the hour is back in the house.
Hello, Rupert. How's our man doing?
He was discharged from the hospital yesterday. He was carted to CID HQ, but not before I could have a word with him. He had quite a story.
Oh? Care to share?
It appears Philip's little heist wasn't his idea.
He had accomplices?
Accomplice suggests that it was a team effort, but it's not that. It's more like he received instructions from someone else. Someone that's proving to be elusive.
I've got a feeling that you aren't here for a courtesy call.
Be thankful. Repeat business is hard to come by these days. Get yourself something good to eat. Get some rest. You've earned it. Call me when you're ready to go deeper down the rabbit hole.
Thanks. See you when I see you.
Good day, Miss Dharma.
Finally, we actually get to see this scene and this little exit bit without the game crashing. Ooh, so it does actually have bits after the previous demo. God, I'm exhausted. It'd be nice to get something to eat or a quick nap right about now. Amira is human. Her endurance is a representation of her overall physical and mental condition. Press tab while controlling her to show her endurance bar. Close this meshes and try it now. Ooh, this is your endurance bar. At the beginning of the game, it has a minimum value of 0 and max of 100. Over time, both endurance and max value decrease. Really? Right now, your current endurance is 85 with your maximum at 90. Eating recovers endurance, while sleeping increases the max value up to 100. It means you can eat to recover lost endurance. Without sleep, max value keeps dropping. Important to get shut-eye now and then. The less endurance you have, faster in-game time ticks. It means you'll spend more and more time doing things, making it harder for you to meet deadlines. Ooh, that's a nice mechanic. Click on the chair to bring up the sleep menu. This one? Or this one? Huh. So that's the, I guess, where the endurance is, and somewhere else is the bottom? Maybe at the bottom it'll change color to change the actual amount. That's interesting. Yellow. Alrighty. I'll see you in a bit. Bye. Okay, so let's hop into the chair. You can specify how long you want to sleep. The longer you sleep, the more you raise your maximum endurance. Try sleeping 2 hours for now. This is probably also helpful for when you have to book flights, I suppose. Weird that I don't have a bed, and also, oh my god, I don't like that sprite for that. That's kind of weird with her head to the side. After sleeping, Amira is now restored her maximum endurance to 100. But what's my actual endurance? Wait, so my max endurance is 100, but what's my current endurance? Can't remember the last time I ate something. Better get something soon. So now I could go back to the restaurant district where I was at before during the last demo, if I was checking things out, probably get that clue piece thing? I think it was a holographic something for my inventory. I don't know where my inventory really is. The time to restore the endurance. Get a bite to eat. Head to Chinatown, go to People's Park Food Center by leaving through the front door. Sure thing, can do. Alright, let's head out and head to, where should we go? People's Park Food Center. Alright, so this, I believe, is where, yeah, this is where we were last time. Located across Singapore are restaurants and food centers just like this one. You could order some food by clicking on an empty table. Do that now. Actually, I was gonna, oh, can I not check that out? Was it not that before? So I swear there was something here that I could actually look at and, like, grab. And I thought it was that holographic thing. that I literally picked up that was on their table. Suppose I should head to an empty table now. At this food center, you could order different kinds of local fare, which restore different amounts of current endurance. Order Amira? Something, yeah, okay. Oh, what? What did that say? I didn't actually see what that said. Yeah. Sure. 20 endurance. Perfect. Amira's current endurance has been restored. Important to make sure Amira gets enough rest and food to keep her at her best. When endurance falls to low levels, time will tick so fast, even doing simple things like traveling from one location to another could take an hour or more. Best meal ever. Well, another day, another dollar. Time to head back to the office. So I'm at 90 right now. I didn't see that before, but my max is 100 still, I guess? It's hard to tell where my max is versus where my current thing is.
God, what a shithole. The things I do for some people.
Hi, can I help you?
Amira Dharma?
Yeah, sorry, did we have an appointment?
No, I'm a walk-in customer. The door was left open, so I let myself in. I'm Tiger Lily. I apologize for the unannounced visit. I'm here to talk about a potential job.
No, that's quite alright. Please, have a seat. Tiger Lily. Is that a stage name or something?
Something like that. I'll stand if you don't mind. I actually don't have long. I'll give you the quick abridged version. A friend needs some help with a family matter. Here, have a look at this.
Stamped encased in a thin protective plastic film. Great condition. Part of the cancellation mark is clearly visible. Now, I want to say, since I'm probably going to edit this out so it's back in mono, or back in stereo instead of mono, for some reason when she was talking during that cutscene, Amira at least, it seemed that she was only talking in my right ear, and that was before she even walked in the door, so it can't be a ambiance thing where it would only be because she's on the right side of the room. Maybe that's just me, maybe it'll come out differently in editing, but for some reason it just seemed to come that way.
Nice looking stamp.
Sure, if you're into that kind of thing. My friend needs someone to return this stamp to the place of its origin. No questions asked.
Oh, but I've got so many questions.
I'm sure you do. My friend is willing to pay $8,000 for the return of this stamp. No questions asked. We will, of course, require some official acknowledgement that it has ended up in the hands of the right people. An email from a government official or museum will do.
Okay, so you need me to figure out where this stamp came from, travel all the way there, and return it to anyone willing to take it. Seems fishy. Why doesn't your friend just hire a stamp collector to figure it out and send it to wherever it needs to go via courier?
This needs to be done with the utmost confidentiality. It needs to be done in person, and it needs to arrive where it needs to safely and securely. If you want a long career in private investigation, you better get used to unusual requests like these.
Okay, I'm sure I can work it out.
Good. Thank you. Travel expenses won't be covered, so try to keep your movements efficient and decisive.
Got it. I'll let you know when I make a breakthrough.
Please do. I'll wait for word. It was a pleasure, Miss Dharma.
Nice to meet you. Speak to you soon.
Great. Questions will have to wait. You have to figure out where the stamp came from. The stamp is part of a cancellation mark, which indicates the exact city it was sent from. 4 letters are part of the city's name. If I could deduce the missing letters, I could find out the specific origin of the stamp, which may prove useful. And, okay, so it's... what's that? P-O-U-T? Okay, that shouldn't be too bad. So, what exactly am I meant to do? Find the stamp city, find the exact city whose same from using the letters in the cancellation. Letters form part of the city's name. Find the country Tiger Lily gave you from. Book a flight and deliver to a cover official or museum. View the stamp in the Evidence tab. So, I need to find out where this country is. Let's see what Andronople is. Because this is probably, yet again, somewhere... oh. I mean, it seems to say a city in Turkey. Edirne? Turkey? So, it's a stamp from, like, the Ottoman Empire times, though. I'm pretty sure. In fact, I have the actual image of the stamp looked up right now, though it also has markings on it here. So, this is an actual pretty good pixel art representation of the exact stamp that was used. So that's pretty good. What did I need to do? Just go there? Find the exact city was using the letters? Wait, but that's not the same place. Prout. I mean, what? Because that's R-O-U-T, right? So what the heck could that be? Because I could probably just go there. Okay, and then I have, what, here? Book flight. Guess we're heading over to the airport again. I mean, I hope this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Is actually, like, heading to the airport. Because I felt like, you know, I should be doing this. This is still gonna be weird. Okay. So now that I'm here, I guess. That's a museum. Let's head in here. Thank you for meeting me. I'm here to donate these stamps back to their origin country. I hope they came to the right place. Beautiful stamp, issued during the Ottoman years. Beautiful specimen. Can we know whom we owe our gratitude? Generous soul who wishes to remain anonymous. Leave it at that. Museum can keep it, but I expect an official letter or document for our donation. Of course, least we could do. One last thing. Museum is a community-run organization. We can't afford official historians. The owner have any more information beyond the stamp, which city it's from? I mean, is it supposed to be a city in Turkey? Because if it's supposed to be a city in Turkey, I could maybe figure that out. Okay, well, I went through all the cities in Turkey to figure out what it could possibly be, and turns out it's technically none of them, but is Beirut. See, since this was Ottoman Empire days, apparently this, the city's name is actually the city spelled the French way, Beirut. But, as this is the last 4 letters of it, in the French spelling of it, I guess it's that instead. So it's Beirut is the answer, surprisingly enough. God, doing the web research is actually kind of fun for this game. I know a lot of forums and a lot of people and a lot of opinions probably will say that the online looking up of things on the game, where in most games you do that for if the game is extremely hard and you need a guide, which most people would say if that's the case it's a bad game. I think this is perfect that it's like this. It's interesting, it's unique, it's a different take on a game that you wouldn't imagine. Because instead of it being like inside game puzzles that work on you finding this clue in one place and point and click, no, it's you actually have to figure it out like a real private eye, as if you are the private detective. Not that you're controlling the private eye in-game to find these things out. No, you have to actually look it up yourself. And I think that's a different take on games that might go unappreciated, but just know that I definitely do. This, on the other hand, I'm not sure how people are going to feel about it. I think you should change it so that it's the actual regular spelling. I think this is a bit too much to look into. It's 6 degrees off of Beirut, basically, I should say. That you shouldn't have to try and do that much research for, but it is difficult. Thank you. Receive the acknowledgement letter soon. Please send the donor our thanks. Weird that also that did not have that. Also, not only was there that, like, after all that, now I have to go back to my office, which... No, get that out of here. Right, of course. I need a book a flight back! Oh, sorry. Istanbul to Singapore. What am I in time for? This? Perfect. Sorry. This. Book the flight. Yes. Go here. Fly myself back. Here we go. Jeez. I can't believe that. Okay. Back to the office. Yes. Please do. I need to check on myself to see how I'm actually doing. I've definitely taken a good bit out of myself. Hey! I have a new email. Alright. How am I looking? Actually, I should probably see how I'm actually looking. 90... That doesn't tell me much. I mean, I guess I'm in good shape. Thank you. Dear Miss Dharma, the Philatelic... I don't know how to pronounce this. Philatelic Museum of Istanbul sends their most heartfelt thanks for your donation of an Ottoman-era stamp. Also appears you were right. The stamp was originally sent from Beirut in Lebanon, which was once part of the empire. Your contributions to the preservation of our historical heritage will enrich the lives of collectors and enthusiasts for all generations to come. Sincerely... Oh, Sinan Bayuglu, head of Philatelic Society. Okay. Sure. Neat. Billy, I'm back. I got your letter from Istanbul, Philip. I can't pronounce that! The museum. Great work, Miss Dharma. My friend was quite pleased. And brilliant work in finding out the exact city the stamp was sent from. Bonuses in order, courtesy of our generous donor. Thank you. But what I really would like is an explanation. You know, just out of curiosity. You'll get more than that, Miss Dharma. Please come and visit me at the health club in Gaylong whenever you have the time. Please make it soon. I'll give you the backstory. Perfect. Thanks. See you soon. Sure. Health club. Why the heck not? I'm assuming I'm fine on all of my various needs. Well, that's tiger lilies. Or the actual KT. I mean, I guess we could go there. I hope it's tiger lilies.
Lily, hope it's not a bad time.
It's the perfect time. Please come in. Welcome to my little kingdom. This is Lucas Yo, the former owner of the stamp you brought back to Turkey.
Pleasure to finally meet you, Miss Dharma. That was great work.
Pleasure's mine, Mr. Yo. Of the revered Yo family, if I'm not mistaken.
Revered is a word best suited for those deserving of it. I prefer the word infamous. But legions would disagree, as I'm sure you're well aware of.
The Temple of the Self has hundreds of thousands of devoted followers, but Lucas here seems to think it's all a sham.
The temple has been racked with controversy for years, if I may speak frankly.
Speak as truthfully as you wish. You'd be a holier person than any of my kin for doing so. As you probably already know, the most holy father of the temple, who also happens to be my biological father, has passed away. I have inherited wealth of no small consequence. Wealth I want nothing to do with. That includes a valuable stamp collection that my father amassed through the decades. I have decided to salvage a little decency for my own family by donating them back to their places of origin. The Ottoman stamp was just one of many, and I'm hoping you can help me get rid of a few more.
I would be happy to be of service. It's just... well, I suppose I don't completely understand why. I'm sure some of those stamps could be worth a pretty penny.
Tempting, isn't it? You could sell one or two of the stamps to a collector for the same amount of money you would probably earn in a good year. But let me remind you that you would be profiting from a lie. In my opinion, the worst lie of them all. A promise of salvation that can never be kept. You don't know the trail of destruction the temple leaves in its wake, Miss Dharma.
Point taken. Well, let's take a look at those stamps then.
Oh, Lord. Great. So, how many of these stamps did I get? Oh, God. Okay. Well, this is going to be fun. Set 2 identical stamps encased in protective film. No cancellation marks are visible, meaning they're potentially in unused condition. Ooh, alright. Set of 5 stamps from the same series. Encased in protective film. Cancellation stamp visible.
Some of these are in mint condition.
And I have no use for them. But maybe others will. Please get them to where they'll be better appreciated.
I'll get to work. Do I still get a bonus for finding out which city the used ones were sent from?
Yes, you'll get something extra for putting in more work. Good luck.
Call me when you've got updates.
Got it. It was nice meeting you, Lucas.
Do I get your number? Because I don't actually... Okay. Well, I guess best thing to do now is head back to the office. Set of 2 identical stamps. Probably going to be the easier ones because I have to do this. I assume they're from Greece, purely by the delta and all that stuff. And I'm guessing that if I could get a horse flight to Greece, which I'm pretty sure I can, with Athens, literally just head there now. Now, from Greece, we'll figure out where we need to go next by looking at the cancellation thing. Since we could do this now, might as well do this now and just go there. Hopefully we're not wasting too much sleep time, though. I have no idea how in the world to tell where the top thing is, but I'm not entirely sure. I'm guessing this is the museum. Thanks for meeting me. Donate these stamps. Submit. Oh my. Only seen stamps like these in online catalogs. Didn't know they'd come face to face with a real one. 5 months in 1912, Icaria was a free state after fighting its way out of Ottoman rule. During these 5 months, printed its own stamps. Now 2 beautiful specimens right here before me. Happened to Icaria after those 5 months. It eventually joined Greece, which is still a part of today. If you have time to spare, I recommend a visit. It's a beautiful island. I want nothing more. Fortunately, I'm here on business. This is being donated by a generous soul who wishes to remain anonymous. The museum can keep it, but he expects an official letter of acknowledgement for our donation. That's kind of weird. You want to remain anonymous, but you want an official letter of acknowledgement for the donation. Then inform our donor that the museum is eternally indebted to him. Thank you. I'll run it by our curator. You'll receive the acknowledgement letter soon. Please send the donor our thanks. Good. Man, it's nice that the drones are there. Okay, so, after that, since we don't have the city, what does that say? That says I'm not sure what that is. I can't even tell you what... I don't know the conjugation for that. But I assume... I mean... What other Asian places could we go to? Because as much as I want to say, maybe it's Shanghai. Maybe it's somewhere in actual China. Because I can't quite tell where that is. I mean, I guess I could try looking up the stamp for Feng Huan. It seemed to be... it did! Oh my god! Stamp Phoenix Environment. Okay, I think this is a Feng Huan stamp. Because it seems to be from, like, China. Well, I guess that makes that easier. So, Athens to China. Let's head over there. Could you please close this? What time is it? 16? Alright, let's book this flight. Yes, and let's board the flight. And head there now. So we're going back to Shanghai. The problem is I have no idea what city it was sent from. I'm guessing this is the museum. Thanks for meeting me. Here to donate these stamps. Hope I came to the right place. Submit. These are incredible. Stamps from a time when Manchuria was governed by the Japanese. Museum keep it, but expects an official letter of acknowledgement for our donation. We have specimens of our own, but we'd never refuse more of these lovely artifacts. Besides, one of these is special. There's a cancellation mark. Used and sent from a city within Manchuria. Any idea which? A city inside Manchuria. Huh? Oh, Lord. I'm gonna have to look up cities in Manchuria. I mean... which city was that sent from? I have no idea. I have no idea. I want to figure it out though, which is the thing. There seems to be a few, which I'm not sure of. Okay, this one was a lot easier. It said it was a city, Harbin? I'm sorry I accidentally missed it because I forgot to unpause the recording while I was looking this up. Apparently, this was just a city that I had to look up. It just said Harbin, which is nice. Thankfully, this was a lot easier than the other one, where I had to look it up in French. But that was a lot easier. So basically, curators say send our thanks. Well then, world just got a little bit better with those stamps back where they belong. Deserve a Nobel Peace Prize. Or a nice bowl of ramen. Better head back home. Alright, so now we should be able to book ourselves a flight from here to Singapore. What time do we got? Here. Book that flight. Yes. That was actually sufficient, or I should say, efficient, basically. Head back to the office. Do I have their number? I just realized that. Like, I got the emails, but said I needed a call? So I'm not sure. Note of thanks. Shanghai Phonetic Institute will like to convey our heartfelt thanks to donor of 4 Manchurian-era stamps. We would also like to thank you for our effort in personally delivering stamps to us. It would be an excellent addition to our collection. Yours with thanks on behalf of the Institute, Zhang Jai Li, Director of Archives, Shanghai Phonetic Institute. Philatelic. I keep messing that up. We at the Athens Philatelic Museum would like to express our sincerest gratitude to you and donor a priceless set of Icaria stamps? This valuable piece of Greek heritage and history. Donation is appreciated by both the museum and many visitors who will come to admire it in the future. Stop by next time you're in town. Did I get this right then? Because it spelled Harbin. So I'm pretty sure I got it right. Lily, I have confirmation emails from Athens and Shanghai for the stamps. Excellent. I'm sure Lucas will be quite pleased. Your payment will be transferred shortly. Great work. Glad to be of service. Thanks for using Chinatown Detective Agency. Well, Chinatown Detective Agency could certainly be more help to me. Do drop by when you've... Well, Chinatown Detective Agency could certainly be more help to me. Do drop by whenever you can. Lucas' grievances with the temple and his family are becoming more complicated. Sounds good. Be over when I can. Thank you, Amira. Good to know there are still a few good, reliable people in the city. There if you look. Speak soon. Money in the bank. And a case of stamp approval complete. Kind of surprised by that. Alright, so. Sender is... What? I got text messages. Sender is not a known contact. Hold up. Hold up. If it's possible, you can meet to discuss the matter in person. But I can't reveal details. I hope you understand. Oh? Looking forward to your reply. Dr. Pan. Okay. Hi, Dr. Pan. Thank you for sending us a message. What? It's weird that we're just like automatically typing this and replying. At Chinatown Detective Agency, we pride ourselves in providing excellent nope, guess not gonna say that. Chinatown Detective Agency is Singapore's premier private investigation agency. Is premier spelt like that? With over 8 years in law enforcement and know what you want. Happy to help. Where would you propose we meet? Oh, of course you would send something like that. Seriously? So unprofessional. Can you meet by 11? Bus stop CT14, St. Andrews Road, Civic District. So sorry for the short notice. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of time. Sure? We? Sure. See you at 11. Again, we? Who is this we of which you speak? Who is we of which you speak? Thank you, Miss Dharma. See you soon. Can I have access to this more?
Could be a waste of my time. But maybe not.
But maybe so.
Let's see what this Dr. Pan is all about.
New mission. Curious case of... What? Curious case of crystal... Nah, shoot. Go to the bus stop in the Civic District to meet the prospective client. So, bus stop? You said where? Civic Center? Or Civic District? How are we looking on ourselves? Like, seriously, I can't tell... Like, it's 90 right there, but is that still my max? Am I still good there? Am I fine? Is it that it's not going to affect me during... The thing that it's not going to affect me during the demo is what you're trying to say. Is that what it is? I'm guessing that's the bus stop over there. Fortunately, we're finally at a place where we don't have to hack into when we go there.
Sorry, ma'am. This area is closed off. Please, keep moving.
What's happened here? I see a body tent.
We're currently investigating the scene. Please, move along, ma'am.
Are you CID? Who's your supervisor? Ronnie? Ronnie King?
I'm not allowed to divulge any...
Listen, I'm a PI. I was supposed to meet someone here. I've got a bad feeling he's under your body tent. I just want to have a look. I know the drill. I won't mess up your crime scene. And besides, Ronnie owes me one.
You get 5 minutes. And please, don't touch anything. Stick with me.
Well, convenient.
Cause of death?
Looks like multiple stab wounds to the abdomen. A passerby heard him call for help and called the police in. He was dead when they got here. The passerby is on her way to the station.
Do we have ID on the victim?
I'm afraid that's confidential until we release the information publicly.
Was his last name Pan?
He was the guy you were supposed to meet?
Yeah. He got in touch, wanted to speak with me. He was a potential client.
Carl Pan, according to his identity card. Worked at National Water.
Could I have a look at his smart device?
Tell you what, come with us to the station, give a statement. And I'll let you view the device, but under supervision.
Fair trade. Let's go.
Great! So our first new client, or our third new client has, died on us. That's not great. That's definitely not great. Hey Justin, just got back from your neck of the woods? Yes, I know. I heard about Dr. Pan. These jokers are moving too slow. They've dispatched one investigator to interview his family and colleagues. One investigator. For potentially scores of people. That's the way the cookie crumbles, Superintendent Co. Though, it's crumbling alright. Fucking hopeless. Hope you're onto something. You've probably got a better chance of getting any real leads on this. I managed to reset his email password on his device while the trainee assigned to Evan's room took a bathroom break. Gotta say, Justin, you're working with the best and brightest, aren't you? Don't start. Check his emails, you're bound to find something there. I'll see what I can pull out of it. Would love if you covered my tracks a bit. Just do what you have to do, I'll keep them out of your hair. Okay. See what we got. That invitation to a crystal clear ball. What? Hi, Carl. No, there won't be security at the venue. We don't feel the need for it, as it will be a small event. And yes, the event info was already included in the first email sent out last week. Here it is again. Venue, Miss Marlowe's residence, 9 Broadleaf Avenue, nearest MRT station, Bukit Timah. Time the 19 to 23:30. Tomorrow? Shoot. That's not great. Please show the attached invite to gate staff, not employees of the company, so they won't know us by face. No invite, no entry. Don't make me pick you up outside. Regards, Annie. Well then, you got a lead. You're supposed to be at the party, Dr. Pan. Terribly unfortunate you won't be able to attend. Hope you won't mind if I take your place. Maybe it will help us find your killer. You can fail submissions in Chinatown Detective Agency. Sometimes that means a missed opportunity to earn money. Other times it means game over, you have to start from the last save point. If you don't arrive at the event in the indicated time, you'll fail this mission and start from the last save point again. So don't be though, so try to be punctual. Well, I mean, that's tomorrow. That's tomorrow! With no evidence, no leads, no question, that's it? Oh, boy. So all I have to do is tend that tomorrow at 9. Broadleaf Avenue, Bucket Team. Where is that exactly? Well, I suppose I... Okay, well, I mean, I'll just go like 8 hours. Yeah. Just doze off real quick. Check my tab. Still at 90. I guess we just keep going? Let's do another 7 hours. I still want to be, you know, comfortably on time. 4? Jesus, right. Let's actually go out, go into Chinatown, eat something, and then come back. That's the only real reason I want to go out in the first place. Let's sit at an empty table. I still don't get what's up with that. No, cancel. Hold on. What is up with that? Like, I definitely just saw a blue thing right there as well. So it feels like it's still a thing. Or at least it looked like it still was. Let's sit. Well, we only need 20 endurance, so yeah. Plus, don't want to spend too much money when we don't really need to. Good enough for me. Yeah, I know. If I don't arrive, be punctual. We get it. And I gotta arrive there at 9, so basically all I need to do is sleep for another, what, 3 hours? Don't ruin me here. I gotta show up at 5, or at 9. Right? Wait. When exactly did it say? Between... Oh! 18:30 and... Oh god, I have so much more time. Jesus. I mean, I don't want to skip it. I'm just like, just sleeping all day. 14. Okay, let's sleep 3 more hours. Yes. Man, it's nice when you could just kick back, relax, and do all this, and I'd be perfectly fine. All right, is that going any faster? I don't think it is. Let's take the map. Wait, where was it? Broadleaf Avenue, Bukit Timah. Right. Hopefully I'll arrive within the amount of time. Imagine I do all that and then I don't arrive in the amount of time. Mansion Courtyard. Okay. So I just gotta get there. Arrive between 18:30 and... You know... Why is it like that? I mean, I wish I could change it. So it's like an AM PM system. Even though I still like it, I wish I could change it. And... fashionably on time. Justin, I'm at the event. Great. Snoop around, talk to people. You're bound to find something out. Good old detective work, just like the old days, eh? Yeah, but no one knows who you really are. What's your story? Most of these folks are National Water employees. What? National Water employees? Sure, fine. I can't pass off as one of them. I'm a journalist covering the event for an industry publication. Yeah, that'll do. Less talking, more asking. And listening is probably the best approach. Dialogue options are available in certain situations. Speak to the guest to reveal your options. Oh, well then. Shoot. I mean, I guess we start with... I don't know who the heck to start with. Just talk to somebody. I guess you. Well, aren't you a sight? I get that a lot. That pin must be from the ministry. Attention to detail. Smart. Ah, yes. Gerald Chen, Minister of Trade and Industry. At your service. You are? Oh, junior journalist covering the event. Junior? With your beauty and brains, you ought to be the editor. Oh, Mr. Chen, what did they put in that water that's turned you into a master of flattery? You're not drinking, I see. Shame. Water will be costing a classy credit soon enough. I brought a little dose of my own from home. Good old vodka. Blends nicely with water. Carl or crystal clear? to answer your problems. Government will be struggling to upkeep its services. Along came Letitia, the most excellent idea. I mean, some people might not be for it, but that's up to them. It's where we are. Public needs their services to run smoothly. Government needs the money, and my job is to make sure that happens. Besides, company's owners have been very generous. Tell me, have you seen the inside of Vortex 3 before? Ooh, maybe a little later. Could you give me a peek? It'd be my pleasure, my dear. Carl? The guy was causing trouble with some powerful people. You don't mess with money, little girl. I actually asked him that and he gave me the murder. Oh, so we have a limited amount of time. This pauses while we talk, but we only have a limited amount of time to actually do anything. Sure, Crystal Clear. What do you mean you don't know about Crystal Clear? Just covering the event for a news portal. Hoping I could learn more about it. Well, it's only the most revolutionary, new, innovative thing from the government. Why don't you wait for a CEO's address? She's giving a short speech in a minute. Carl? Carl? Don't think I know him. Killed, you say? Goodness. Why would I even... I should probably stop asking about Carl, to be honest with you. I can't really snoop around too much more. I clearly can't talk to them. Let's try talking to you.
Apologies, my dear. That's my cue. Let's talk later. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to my humble abode. Thank you for joining us on this marvelous occasion. It is my pleasure to introduce to you the future of water consumption in Singapore. I'm sure you all agree with us that in life, you should get what you pay for. And why should water be any different? Tonight we are officially unveiling Crystal Clear, the water of the future. I see many of you are already enjoying this feat of product design. Purified water fortified with nutrients and flecked with microscopic gold for that added sense of luxury. National Water will be introducing Crystal Clear as a subscription plan, which should roll out to the public in a couple of weeks. And for tonight only, help yourself to as much as your heart desires and sign up to the Gold Plan at a special employee discount. Cheers and enjoy the evening.
Well, that's not great, it seems. So basically, God, it's like O'Hare Air. See, I went to talk to her because I figured I wouldn't want to talk to these people. Something I can help you with? I can't promise anything. Anything about Crystal Clear? No idea. No one really knows about it, at least not anymore. Tonight's supposed to be an announcement, so I'm just as clueless as you are. Oh? I think Sally knows. She works in engineering. And who's that? Where am I supposed to find Sally? Let's ask the chef. Would you like a drink? I'd like to stay dry. Thanks. Oh, it's not alcohol. Water. Everything is water here. I don't know, Carl. What? I ain't ask about that. I don't want to spoil the surprise being that's what this evening is about. Ask the company CEO or government official. Around here somewhere. Scientist too. She might know more. Literally, I did not click on Carl. I'm almost positive of that. Oh, hello. Hi, didn't mean to interrupt. I was hoping to ask you a few questions, writing an article about the event. Don't think I'm the right person to interview, but sure, how can I help? Crystal Clear? Not the best thing since bottled water. Sure you that. I mean, of course I think it's the best product in the market. Or soon... or soon to be on the market. I'm a scientist at the company. Signed many non-disclosure documents declaring I won't reveal any details about the product, so there's no use asking me about it. Surely National Water is transparent about the whole thing. They don't shout their grand scheme only be beneficial to those who can afford it, and it's the investors who benefit. They don't mention it because they don't want the rich to know about the rest of us ended up with. Shit, I've said too much. You heard, huh? Carl was so much braver than me. Kind of guy that just wanted to do the right thing. Make sure he got the truth out. Warned him he was playing with fire. Thought he had the evidence. This city has gone to the fucking dogs. Great. So, clearly he was a whistleblower at the company? Who the heck else besides literally the CEO?
Which department do you work in?
Can I ask? Well, I guess just the CEO.
I'm a journalist at Sea Insider. I was hoping to hear from you about this bold new project.
Oh, I didn't know the press would be here. Ask away.
First, we clearly have to ask about Crystal Clear. Maybe don't ask about Carl quite yet.
It is not just the inevitable future, it is the inevitable now. In all other areas of life, we choose our level of quality and commitment. Mobile plans, connectivity speed, food subscriptions. Water was just the next logical step. There was worry that it was using a public service to deliver a good that only few could afford. But I mean, it's not a crime to give the market what they want, is it? National Water needs to stay profitable, and if that means giving the upper class better products and services, then that's where we would pivot towards. National Water is not a charity, after all. We have shareholders.
Do you think I should ask about Carl? I personally don't think I should ask about Carl, but who knows?
Carl, does he work for me? I can't be expected to keep track of the thousands of employees. I'm a visionary, not a robot.
Surely someone with vision would notice something like this happen.
Are you suggesting that I'm lying? Listen, I don't know who this Carl is, but you're not the first person to accuse me of doing what's necessary to pull this company out of the abyss. Sure, I didn't get to the top without shaking a few branches, but that doesn't make me guilty of anything but success. I'm at the top of my game. Why would I be involved in something like this and mess all that up? I don't think I like where this interview is going. I give you no permission to publish anything we just spoke about, unless you want to hear from our little legion of lawyers. Enjoy your evening.
Alright. Justin, something stinks at National Water. Also, I want to say, before anything else, she looks a lot like her art, looks a lot like the person from Invisible Ink. If anyone remembers that game from Klee. She looks a lot like that. Justin, something stinks at National Water. Pretty sure some sort of collusion is taking place between some government officials and the company. Time to call a friend for it. At Interior. Do you think you could dig out some more evidence? We need is a paper trail. If I can get into Matita's email somehow, surely she's got a computer or terminal inside the house. Perhaps a tour of the premises is in order. I'll try, but no guarantees. There's nothing. I'm out of here. Alright, wait for my call at the office. Alright. Oh boy. Shoot, how much time do I have? Oh, okay. So what did you want me to do exactly? Go back to your office and talk to her, find a way inside her house, search for any clues. I'm sorry, it's just the courtyard lavatories are full. Do you mind if I use the bathroom? Suppose so. You could access guest washroom just to the right of main rear doors. Try not to be gone for too long. I have a thing about strangers in my home. Back in no time. Thanks. Thank you for that. Justin, I'm in the study. There's a computer. I'll try and hack into her emails. I wouldn't take my sweet time if I were you. Get in and get out in the next 5 minutes or without intel or you're in some deep shit. Oh, fuck. I have 5 minutes? Oh, I have 5 actual minutes. Okay, 5 actual minutes is fine. Asia's Long River, local name. Freaking heck. Yangtze is like a river, but I don't know the local name. Duh. Okay, so I can't press space. Please? Yes, okay. Trouble. I'll take care of it, G. From all that, we got an issue. Apparently, IT manager has proof someone from engineering is illegally copying confidential information onto a personal device, information that synced this entire project. Expect that the professional fees paid covering cleaning stuff like this. Nothing messy, please. Just a stolen information back and scare the hell out of the little shit. Thanks for using the encrypted email services. Stay unhacked. Shoot, Miss Lita, be sure to drop by. Many thanks, Hafi. Subject distressing information. I'd like to speak to you in person. Happy to take you through the project in more detail, address your concerns. Sure, you'll see things my way. Drop by 5 p.m. please. Tell Jenny you have an appointment. Looking forward to our meeting. Thanks for using the encrypted services. All that fun stuff. Good God, a lot of chains. Hope this email finds you well. After going through the documentation provided by corporate, I found some things that would be incredibly disturbing. Have some questions. Proposing 3 service tiers: crystal clear, pure, and basic. Not breaking some sort of trade law by doing this. Documentation details chemical impurities of each tier, where the basic falls below national guidelines. Also, borderline toxic levels of arsenic in pure, actual toxic levels of arsenic, and PFOA in basic. Very distressing, and I must seek clarification from you on whether they have given the proper oversight this deserves. I eagerly await your clarification from your side, Hafi. Anything? How much can I scroll down on this? It's very difficult to scroll on this one. Stay unhackable. No. Scroll. Is that it? Okay, fine. Alright. That should be good. Justin, I don't know where to begin. What? What did you find? Meet me back at the office. The whole thing is crooked to the core. National Water is poisoning... Yeah, you're poisoning the water supply with arsenic. I've got evidence, so I'll probably send the government scrambling. So that's what the Yangtze River is called? I like that they have a password hit, though. That was pretty good. It's actual in-game... It's not actual in-game time. I was so worried to be in-game time, because it's like 5 seconds.
Justin, hi. I wasn't expecting a +1.
I especially wasn't expecting a government official +1 in my PI office.
Amira, this is Deputy Secretary of the Ministry of Trade and Industry, Kiran Iyer.
Ms. Dharma, a pleasure to meet you. Excellent work on national water.
Kiran has been on a crusade to expose corruption in his ministry. Chen and Marlowe are just the tip of the iceberg, apparently.
The emails that you found were a very important lead, and we managed to interrogate quite a few employees at National Water, and that led to several key testimonies. We've got enough to put the both of them behind bars very soon. I've been trying to find evidence against Minister Chen for months now. You have answered my prayers. Now, as Justin has said, I really am on a crusade to expose people like Minister Chen and their corrupt practices in office. I hope you've got space for another client.
Of course. Happy to be of service.
Please do come over to my office at the ministry sometime soon. There's something I need to walk you through. Something that could cause shockwaves if we get to the bottom of it.
Sounds good. This sounds like my kind of job.
Business is booming, isn't it, Dharma? Where's my card?
That sounds like a conflict of interest to me, Superintendent Ko.
Hey, chill. It's a joke. You know what a joke is, right, Mr. Iyer?
Well, time to punch out. I've got an early damage control meeting tomorrow. I hope to see you again very soon, Ms. Dharma.
I'll be sure to drop by when I can.
Justin, get a shower and a change of clothes, man. You look rough.
Night, Kiran.
So, what do you think? How am I doing?
Not bad, but may I offer some advice? Remember Detective Fong? Nick Fong?
Vaguely. He worked the murder-suicide at the retirement home? St. Vitus or something?
St. Vitus Home for the Aged, yeah. I don't know if you ever found out. You left the force before it happened. Nick hung himself at home in 2026. Wife found him after coming home from work.
My God. I never knew. I didn't really know him.
He wasn't cut out for homicide. They shouldn't have put him there. Nobody asked about him, no well-being status reports or anything like that. The St. Vitus case was one thing. Then he had to do a couple of other tough ones. One didn't even land a conviction. The guy was never charged. Rich kid. Nick had to explain to the poor girl's parents why the person who kidnapped and killed their daughter was able to leave the country and study abroad like nothing happened. He saw the lowest of the low. And when you see that shit, and you see too much of it, it fucks with you.
I was a cop once too. I know what this line of work makes you give. So if you're going to offer me sage advice on how not to let it get to my head, save it.
No, I know. I'm just saying you gotta choose and pick your work. You've got the luxury of being able to do that now that you're a PI. You take on all 3 clients at the same time, something's going to give.
What do you suggest then?
Pick one. Get to know the client and get to the bottom of their problem. Be more focused and a lot less exhausted.
Who do you suggest I go with?
That's up to you. You've got a client that's connected to the rich and powerful. And I heard you did some work for Lily. Watch out for that one. She plays chess, but the rest of the room is playing checkers.
Let me sleep on it.
Yeah. I'm coming. Fuck.
What was that?
Bombing.
What? I'm coming along. Let's go.
Riz, what's going on?
Hang on, sir. Civil is trying to contain the fire. Unconfirmed number of fatalities and injuries.
Fuck. When did it happen?
Around 8:30. There's a team compiling surveillance footage now.
Justin.
You're going to need ambulances. Call for extra. Where
Hey,
is...
Justin!
What?
Look at this.
Yeah! Oh man! Now that was good. Congratulations! You followed trail clues to London, scratched the surface of an even bigger case. Also made a new client, just as mysterious as the first, set in motion events that could potentially turn the city on its head. A mere story starting to unfold, but sadly this is where the demo ends. Thanks for playing, and we hope that you enjoyed it. Great work, Gumshoe. As to your wish list, and follow us on Steam. This has been great! I am so glad that I went back to play this version of the prologue. Now, even though I know I'm going to be playing through it probably all over again when I actually play the full game, which is, really going to be annoying, so I'm probably just going to expect to see this video again for when the full series comes out, because there will be one. There has to be one after all this. But the fact of the matter is, if I have to actually choose which client to go with, which is kind of sad, I would like to have like a mix between all of them, kind of like like an open world RPG kind of game. Think of Infamous or Spider-Man, things like that, where multiple cases go on at the same time, and you have to solve them all like different periods of time, essentially. Not like actually they're all going on at once, and I really do have to pick. Because as much as I love big business, and as much as I love to shut down a water company that has corruption in it, I probably would go with Lily. Just because I feel like that would be the most entertaining one to do. But who knows? I mean, government corruption, what is essentially like the Yakuza, and then someone under a generous rich corporation? Sounds kind of the most lax but also shady thing to me. Also, finding out the stamps, I hope that's not like a running thing for the rest of this, because I'd like to do more stuff maybe, but antique searching is going to be weird. Well, for now, I think we're going to have to end this episode here. I have to say, it is weird. I've noticed that whenever the main character is in the cutscenes, I'm not sure if it's specifically after I stopped recording and went back in, because I'd have to check later on. Editing me will correct me if I'm wrong, and editing me will, well, if it's been the entire game, I might not edit it out, but just be prepared, because for the right side of the ear, I could hear her during cutscenes, but the left side I could not, and I don't know why. I'm not really sure. Also, the sad thing about this is that there doesn't seem to be a save and exit function for this demo. While they have changed it and fixed the demo so that you could play the game, quit out, and then resume back where you were after quitting out, if you quit out the entirety of the game and leave the game and come back into it, you cannot resume from there. You would have to start all the way over. So if I was to quit out during that last bit with stamps and have to go back in, I'd have to play through the whole game again. Well, that wouldn't be too bad normally in a game like this. Unfortunately, the way the cutscenes are, half of them can break it if you skip through the game. So, kind of messes it up a bit. So yeah, there should be a way to just skip entire cutscene sections, if you could, with a button press, so that that fixes that kind of thing from happening. Or they should have it where the cutscene is a played out scene that is like multiple slides or scenes long, that you could then skip one at a time and it moves the motions by where the scenes are, not in real time. Because that's how it seems to be. So if you skip through it, certain things don't happen, certain things don't like activate on time, on cue with how it goes. So that's a little bit of a bother for me. Besides that, everything's been good. The initial stamp thing where it was in French, kind of difficult, but I did like that you did in the native tongue for the Chinese River Yangtze, which is really nice for at the end there. Now, unfortunately, playthroughs of this are kind of going to ruin the immersiveness of having to search things IRL, because eventually there'll be enough guides that you'll just be able to figure all of them out just by looking it up. But hey, I guess that is technically part of the research process if you think about it. So, for now, we're going to end this episode here. And if you guys liked this video, like, comment, subscribe down below. I really enjoyed it. I have to say, I loved everything I went on. Visuals are great, except that last cutscene was really not great visually. I wish someone could redo that, because if that's how all the cutscenes look, it looks like it should have been in the smaller square where you normally see the game's graphics in, and I feel like that's what it was meant to, and then you just increase the size for that cutscene. But besides that, I loved everything about the game. And if you guys did too, like, comment, and subscribe down below. And I hope to see you next time. More Steam one-shots, more Steam Autumn Festival game demos, and more Chinatown Detective Agency. Peace.